Hello, I'm Andrew Rizzo, and we're here to discuss insider threats and the problems that persist in our very own offices. Now, every organization has a varied mix of employees, consultants, management, partners, and massive and complex infrastructures, which make handling insider threats an even more difficult task. With insider attacks, organizations face potential damage through loss of revenue, reputation, and in some cases, loss of intellectual property or even loss of human life. Now, many organizations leave these insider threats unreported to law enforcement agencies, essentially making such a problem even more perplexing and elusive. Now, through a brief analysis on the current state of insider threats, I'll touch on the numbers, the costs, and problems which arise from these insider threats. Then we'll move on to various insiders who put company information at risk and close with a few security measures to minimize attacks. Now, insider threat has been recognized as one of the most dangerous security threats that has become a much more complex issue. Now, insider threat is the result of legitimate users abusing the privilege they were given, and in some cases unintentionally, and may very well cause tremendous damage or loss. Now, according to 67% of respondents, incidents of insider threats are more costly than outsider breaches. And in another survey conducted by writers for the International Journal of Security and its Applications, approximately 90% of the information leakage incidents are being performed by internal workers. Now, within that same survey, according to computer crime and security surveys announced by CSI and FBI in the US, the damage by an outsider has steadily decreased since 2001. However, the damage by an insider has increased, leaving companies spending millions upon millions repairing their company's systems, public relations related to the incident, losing money with company downtime, and may even lose valued customers in the process as well. Now, this insider threat can be anyone in your past or present organization. An act may be intentional or unintentional to destroy a company's computer networks with malicious activities, such as altering, stealing, or publishing code, installing a virus, or stealing data to sell to rival companies. Insider threats include contractors, temp employees, part-time, full-time employees, consultants, disgruntled employees, or even the company's own business partners. Literally, everyone that has access to a company's data may be classified as an insider threat. No one will truly know when an attack will happen or who will be the culprit, but one thing is for sure, it's inevitable. Now, the first step to determine the likelihood of an insider attack is assessing the insider threat. Technological, behavioral, and organizational assessments are essential in facilitating the prediction of insider threats and preempt any insider attacks, thus improving the organization's security, survivability, and resilience in light of insider threats. Now, the key to decreasing the likelihood of an insider threat may be through the study of behavioral sciences. And a study on insider threats, writers Bulling and Scalora think rather than relying on profiles to assemble risk information about insider threats, investigators, in fact, should consider behavioral indicators in conjunction with environmental clues to assess motivation and other subject factors to relate to that insider threat. Now, some areas to focus on include boundary violations within the target organization, information technology or other technical violations, threatening or intimidating behavior, problematic behavior with other entities concerning financials, acts suggesting organizational disloyalty, and the list could literally just continue to go on and on. I mean, a mad employee or an unhappy employee is an unhappy employee. Another security measure is upon termination of an employee, whether the departure may go hostile or the friendly route. Now, within a hostile departure, which may include a termination for cause, temporary layoff, permanent downsizing, and in some instances, somebody just happened to quit or is going to be quitting, security should be notified, both physical security as well as the information security department. Now, no organizational property should be allowed to be taken from the premises as well upon termination. Friendly departures require even more precautions, specifically because of extenuating circumstances, such as a 2-week notice departure in which items are inventoried after the departure, along with a thorough analysis of their system logs. All measures should be taken to safeguard information from falling into the wrong hands. Other security measures include something a user knows, such as a password or phrase, something either a user has, such as an ID card with a smart chip in it, like a smart card, and something the user is, such as biometrics, where you can use your fingerprint or iris scanner, something along those lines. One must also remember that any one factor by itself is not as secure as two factors in the specific case. Now, in closing, we've discussed insider threats and the detrimental cost of both time and money tending to the security of our data, discussed some problematic insiders and how to deal with them, and we finished off with a few security measures that may just save a company. And always remember, in ComSec, there's really no such thing as paranoia.